Hello, everybody. Hey, welcome back to my rainbow room. I am in utter shock, okay? And I will tell you why. I was on TikTok and something came through that I never in a million years thought I would ever see. Honestly. Usually when somebody utters the word alpha, I think of something well, not this. Okay? So I'm watching this male. I'm searching for words at the moment to appropriately address him. So I'm just going to say male. Who said, "I'm so alpha, I drink Bullmilk." If you haven't seen this yet, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's TikTok. We're not all up on, the latest and greatest on TikTok. I understand that. That's cool. And by the way, welcome to the Rainbow Room. Never the Bullmilk Room. Please, come gather around, have a seat. Boy, do I have to tell you that. Yeah, and I'm so new to TikTok, I don't know how to stitch yet. I was going to reply to that, but I didn't know how, so I just did my own separate little reply and I did a hashtag. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm still learning how to do the tick and talk, and I'm still learning my best. At my best pace, I should say. Yeah. Oh, there was something I don't think I mentioned to you, but I got a really bad case of hives from cleaning that corner over there. And they're still around. I don't know if you can see that on my wrist there. But it's going away now. But it was on my hand as well. And I wasn't feeling too happy about that. So, been a little bit grouchy about that, honestly, because it just doesn't look very good. When you're very pale skinned, everything shows up extremely a little bit more dramatic, I think, just because it is so pale, And yeah. So I wanted to address something. Two things, really. Well, actually, I'm just going to do one at a time, all right? Why am I so pale? Why did I name myself that? Etc. Well, I love cats, obviously, but namely because my skin goes from this pale, ghostly white to bright red, where I match a lobster, I'm pretty sure. And then it goes right back to being pale white again. I don't have any in-between color there. So, for me, it's like I come in two shades, white or red. And I'm not particularly fond of the pain that comes along with being red. So, yeah, I'm just, pale, white, ghostly girl. And I learned to embrace that when I was about 13, actually, because I lived really close by to a, it was kind of called like a state park, but they had a really nice pool and everything, and I used to love to go swimming. Well, I learned very quickly I had to go at a certain time of day, and I had to wear a lot of sunscreen. Even though I love to swim, I do. I'm pretty much like a fish. When I'm in water, I'm gone. I love to swim. I'm just, there she goes. And, yeah, I may as well just be a mermaid, honestly. Give me a tail. I want to swim. It's so cool in the water, and it feels so gentle, and everything is just so much more soft for a person with fibromyalgia. It's just nicer. And it's quieter when you're in the water as well. When you go under the water, it's very gentle, and it kind of dampens and dulls things, which really, truly, that's what a lot of people with fibro complain about, is things are too shocking. They're too much. And it's very true. Because, I've tried my best to desensitize myself, but it's still, if somebody speaks too loudly to me, it's painful. And so, yeah, swimming and being out in the sun, I got the worst sunburn of my life. I had blisters everywhere, and they were all up my arms and all up my, like, my neck, and oh, it was terrible. And my mother took some raw potato to prove a point and put it on one of the blisters, and it began to appear to cook. Point made. Got it. Yes, bad. Okay, I clearly got that one. And she did say something to me that really stuck. And I don't know, maybe you can, use this. There were a couple of things that she said to me growing up that I've used that were positive, but not very much, honestly. She was just a very unpleasant, grouchy person. I try not to be like her at all. But she said, okay, now look at your arm. So I did. She said, your forearm. I'm like, all right. Now look at the top. Okay, looking at the top. And now flip it over. Look underneath. Now, which side looks more aged? Generally, you'll say the top part. That's the one that has had the most sun exposure. And I know some people are all about getting tanned and everything. If that's what you want to do, go get your tan on, okay? But I just would rather not, And I'll tell you what, it does become kind of apparent to me because I was out talking to somebody who lives nearby, really nice person. She told me how old she was, and I was actually really surprised. I didn't know. She's 51. She's 6 years older than I am. I'm 45. And I have been out of the sun all my life. I really do think that the sun does an awful lot of damage to your skin, and it ages you terribly. So, I don't know, it's personal choice for anybody that, decides to go out in it. I understand, it's nice, it's warm, it feels good, and for some people, they like the way it looks, I don't know. I just think, I really have this funny thought in my head, always have most of my life, is that why can't people just look in the mirror, and maybe not initially, I know it's difficult with the media and everything, but I would like if we lived in a society where we could support one another and be able to look in the mirror and like what we see. And love what we see and love who we are, instead of feeling so underwhelmed like some people do. It took me a very long time to get to this point, and I'm a constant work in progress, under construction, sign always up, because I'm always learning new stuff. But I just think we really could definitely be kinder to one another. We could take a few moments more, slow down, and just consider other people. It's not hard. And I know that I do say this a lot, but it's true. We can do better. We could do better if we wanted to. I don't think it's a good example to pay empty platitudes to things that you feel like you have to put on a show, like you support, or, around a certain holiday, all of a sudden you're nice and you do things for someone randomly, right? Oh, I've done my good deed for the year. Well, why is there a limit? There shouldn't be a limit. Have a good deed for every chance you get, Don't have it for every day. That's a little hard. Okay? Be reasonable with yourself. But once a year, like once a year, be like, oh, Mom, right, Mother's Day, got it. Flowers and whatever she wants. Why does it have to feel so regimented? You know, Father's Day included. If you've got a good mom and dad, you don't need an excuse. Be good to them. You know, I mean, you can make it an extra cool day on their, Mother and Father's Day, sure, but I don't know. If my mom was still around, the kind one, I would feel very blessed. And I wrote to her constantly, and I'd write letters to her, and she'd write back, and she'd share her wisdom with me. And we're so much more than what we're putting out into the world, Screw what Boris Johnson is doing. Who cares? He's a jerk. I know that I don't have any power to change what he's doing right now. I don't agree with what he's done. I wasn't there, to actually see it in the flesh, but I wouldn't put it past them to be doing exactly what they say they're not doing. But in what era, during what time, in what culture have politicians ever done anything but lie? It's not a shock. It shouldn't be a shock to anybody. I mean, inherently, subconsciously, it's not. You know that. You look at them and you're like, yeah, right. Whatever you say, dude. All they're doing is trying to get back into their little lap of luxury so they can have their 6-figure income, their house, their tax-free, whatever. It's pathetic. If that's what they want and they feel like they're going to take people's rights away and they're going to hurt struggling people further and they're going to do all these horrible things, wow. I mean, it's horrible, and what they're doing is very wrong, and you fight back from the ground up. You fight back grassroots effort. Because if you go at them, I can't see anybody getting anywhere. But if you start taking steps and fight locally, support your local artists, support your local farmers, make the effort. It's not that hard. There's delivery services now. I don't want to hear excuses. Come on, guys. You can do better. Okay? I mean, geez. And, I don't know. I think he looks like a big, dopey, shaggy dog, personally. No, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything at all. Oh, well, and he's got that very serious, posh voice and all that. And yet he's still adult. Whatever. I could rag on that guy for quite a long time, and it would be very entertaining, but I think he's doing quite a good job of making of himself. Don't you? Because I know there are some new standards and we're not supposed to cuss, so I'm trying really hard not to cuss, but when it comes to certain people, it's like, oh, it's so hard not to. But yeah. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of people you love, take care of someone you don't freaking know. And don't expect accolades and things in return. Do it because it's the right thing to do. And I am probably going to say that a million more times on my channel. I have every intention of doing it until the day I die. Because I want people to do the right thing. I want our world to be better. And I know it can be. We can all do better. Stop making excuses. If you say you love someone and you miss them and you'd love to come see them and it's been like 2 years, well, what's keeping you? Go see them. Go see them. Go say hi. If it's money, well, look at what you're spending your money on and make sacrifices. Eventually you'll get what you need. I'm having to make sacrifices to save up to get my laptop. Okay? That's going to take me a while. To get rid of all this stuff in this room, it's crawling along, but we're going to get there, Nobody said life was going to be easy. The challenges are there, and I think it just is a matter of how we tackle them and how we come out the other end. If you're going to fall on your face, how do you land? I choose to land with grace and with, some nice jewelry. And, good makeup. Ta-da! Like the little drag queens and they land on the drag, on the, what do you call it? God, the stage. When they land on the stage, they do it gracefully, artfully, and beautifully. That's how I plan on stumbling in life. Best I can. So yeah, stumble beautifully through life, but try to be good. Okay? Okay. I know I kind of went all over the place with this video, but I've got so much to say, it's crazy. So yeah. Another reason why my name has queen in it is not because I think I'm the queen of anything, really. Is because I am kitty and I'm female. And there's something in the lore of female cats where they call them queens. And I just thought, oh, that's cool. So a pale queen kitty made sense. So, I think that's about it. Yeah. So it's been lovely seeing you guys. Please subscribe below. Um, Add everything on there. I'd love to see you. I'd love to comment. And I'll see you next time. Much love.